and we're doing the spread option pod from under a bridge. It's the ACC this week. I'm Tony. The next voice you hear is Ben.
We are using totally new software here that is unfamiliar to us and very intimidating. So if there's an issue, we apologize. Again, this is just a little mini passion project.
Well, it's not just that. We occasionally pick winners. We've had some pretty good seasons in there. I mean, last year was whatever, but we've had some pretty good seasons in there.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So we're doing the ACC this week. I'm told we did Notre Dame previously. I'm not sure I believe it, but I'm just going to accept that as a fact. I feel like Notre Dame belongs in the ACC regardless. Our conference favorite is the Hurricanes, bringing in Darian Mensah under center. What line are you seeing for them?
Minus 135 to win the conference.
Okay, very good. They are the odds-on favorites to win the conference. And would it be insane to bet on them? I always liked Mensah. I did always like him.
Well, let's remember, Miami, Florida, though they reached the national title game, they didn't win this conference last year, nor have they won this conference under Cristobal. I don't think that they've won this conference in 10, 15 years, something insane. I think since joining the ACC, they haven't won it.
Wait, who won it? Southern Methodist?
Last year was Duke. Remember, we were at my local bar, the Ready Penny,
oh my fucking God,
watching Virginia lose to
it was so
Duke.
Random. Yeah, it was the Who's and the Dukies. That was so random.
Yeah, so let's and also last year preseason we did say that like Cristobal is going to choke.
Yes.
He's unpredictable. And yeah, I understand why on paper Miami is such a big favorite. They recruit well, they're coached well along the lines of scrimmage, some really talented offensive players. They're probably bringing in a quarterback who has like a ceiling of the equivalent of Cam Ward, where Beck did not have a very high ceiling last year. But they do lose a lot of guys to the NFL. And yeah, they haven't won the ACC. Cristobal hasn't won the ACC. And that might not even really be their objective, Like their objective is to make the playoff. So
surely their objective is to hoist the trophy.
The national championship trophy.
Exactly. Surely
they
think they are national championship contenders. Surely Mensah thinks he's the best quarterback in the nation.
Yeah.
I think that it's a funny situation because there's a lot of turnover on this offensive line, but it also is probably still the best front five that Mensah's played behind. So I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. Like this should be on paper the class of the conference. This should be considered easily a top 10 team. But they just don't win. They haven't been in this game, right? So they shit the bed against teams that they shouldn't shit the bed against. Like home Pittsburgh. You don't think a Mario Cristobal team could lose that game? Home Virginia Tech.
Against a frisky James Franklin outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Like they get up for the games they're supposed to get up for too, and then they shit the bed sometimes, right? Totally unexpectedly.
Okay, well last year it was the players' fault, but the year before they were undefeated until Cristobal pissed a game away, and then the kids got really upset.
Yeah. So
those are 1-1. It's not all either side's fault.
Sure, I suppose, but yeah, I don't think. Again, I'm just repeating myself. I get why they're in the driver's seat, but that's not a place I want to park my money.
I mean,
like if you want to parlay that with another team to win their conference, I wouldn't think that's entirely crazy. What is college
but
football.
hang on
Hold
for
on
a
one second.
second.
Hold on. Wait.
No, hang on. Really, though, like, we're assuming Mensa's better, but if Mensa were better, why didn't he enter the draft? Because he's old enough, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the same thing with Cam Ward, right? Cam Ward didn't enter the draft. He got the money at Miami and then became the first overall pick.
Well, Cam Ward is also a bum in the NFL, so like,
Sure.
you know.
I would rather bet Miami minus 280 to make the playoff than to win this conference.
I think that, I mean, sure, in a sense. It's like, if they didn't win the conference, though, they probably lost a lot of games. I feel like if this team doesn't live up to its expectations, the wheels are going to fall off. And Cristobal ain't exactly an adversity coach. He's not a good coach when a team is hitting trouble.
Yeah, so I think we said that we're going to kind of stay away from
We should
this
take
team.
the under 10.5, shouldn't we? What's the juice on that?
Let me look here. In the ACC,
That's what we should fuck with. We should get them to lose 2 games.
it is just it's minus 110.
Yeah, it's flat, right? Yeah. We should get them to lose 2 games. I think they could lose 2 games. Hey, it was the last time they were playing Pitt, right? That was the game where Cristobal mismanaged the clock and pissed away their undefeated season.
Yeah, but I'd rather just take Pitt or Virginia Tech as dogs.
I mean,
Either on the
they're
money
games
line.
They could lose, right? Like,
Sure, going to Notre Dame, they could lose.
for one thing, right? Yeah. Who else do they play?
Okay, so
Who do they open with? Do they open with the Irish again?
no, they go to Stanford.
That's too easy. God
Yeah.
damn it. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, they go to Clemson. Maybe Clemson is a little bit better.
Very losable. Yeah, very
yeah.
losable. Of course, playing Clemson, very
Yeah,
losable.
but the other in-conference away games, UNC, Stanford, Wake Forest, Duke.
That's all right. We're gonna chalk those up. Those easy wins.
Yeah. So to me, Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech, at Clemson are where you could expect them to trip up. Yeah, I don't really want to bet them under 10.5. I'd rather just bet Pittsburgh on the money line.
That's
You know,
fair.
they'll be my numbers here. Again, this is a 3-year average. This has Pittsburgh as a 15, more than a 15.5 point underdog. You know, so.
I mean, if you back away from the line of scrimmage, Pittsburgh ain't really got a lot of good players. But well, we'll get to the Panthers when we get to them. All right, fine. Let's do Southern Methodist next, right? Because they're going to be second in the odds, ain't they?
Yeah, let me go back here to
right.
the screen.
So Rhett Lashley lost both his coordinators from last year, but he stays in C2, leading a Southern Methodist team that has been, pretty perennial contenders.
Yeah.
And this will be one final year of Kevin Jennings.
Yeah, I think people are sleeping on Smoo. So I bet Smoo at 8-1. The current odds are 7-1 to win the conference. They were 1 game away from being in the conference championship last year.
That's why I thought they did win it. I was like, didn't they win it?
2 years ago, they were in the conference championship game, and then there was a miracle field goal by Clemson for that game to go into overtime. SMU still made the playoff 2 years ago. I feel like people don't really remember that. In addition, SMU, according to my numbers, has the easiest conference schedule. The only game within conference where they'll be an underdog is at Louisville. That's a 2-point dog, but
when they play for the Iron Skillet?
they're not playing for the. Well, that's also not in conference, but
right,
they don't play for. They're not playing for the Iron Skillet. So, but the only games where they would be a dog, according to these numbers, are at Louisville and at Notre Dame, of course. But within conference, home Boston College, home Cal. Cal does not do well on the road. You're glad you have that at home.
Politelli won 2 big roadies last year. Who did he beat on the road? It was BC and one other team he beat on the road.
Yeah, BC, but BC was bad last year.
Whatever. He won another roadie too. No.
Okay.
Don't fuck with JKS.
Oh,
He can
yeah,
win any game.
Listen,
JKS
yes,
can go
he can win.
undefeated
He
and
can
win
win
the
any
Heisman.
game. Yes, he could win. He could win any game. But home at Cal. It's not home Miami.
Granted.
Home Virginia. Home Wake Forest. They have to go, and home Virginia Tech. They have to go at Stanford, at Syracuse. But then, yeah.
Stanford is tricky, right? Because it's the 10 p.m. kickoff. We know that's bad.
Sure.
But anyway,
The thing that makes or breaks their season is that they have at Florida State week 1, UC Davis at home, and then at Louisville. If they can walk away with 2 wins, they're in the driver's seat in conference play. But that's a tall order. We'll basically know if they're going to be in the conference championship game come week 3.
That's a very good point. If you were going to bet on them, I mean, that's right. What is the line? So they're 7-1 to win the conference. Does that parlay pay more than 7-1? I wonder. I doubt
They're a
it.
short favorite. No, they're a short favorite at Florida State, and they'll probably be, 3 and 3.5 point favorite underdog at Louisville, maybe a 2.5 point. So no.
Let's get Kevin Jennings to win the conference one more time.
Yeah. So I bet them an 8-1. They have, as I said, the easiest conference schedule according to my numbers. Now, in general, I think the bottom of this conference is going to be a lot better this year. I think the middle of this conference is going to erode away, but just on paper, within conference play, that Florida State game, they're a 1.5 point favorite currently. But for the rest of them, they're more than 10 point favorites in those home games and those road games I pointed out.
I am very much of the mind that we should take the 7-1.
Yeah, I as I said, I grabbed 8-1 earlier in the summer, but yeah, I'm all in on Smoo.
This makes a lot of sense to me.
Rhett Lashley is a good coach. Kevin Jennings is what? Is he like Mensah probably has as much experience as Jennings, but this is his 3rd year in the system. Like
right.
he's the most veteran under the same coach in the same team.
Absolutely. I feel like that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Been to the fucking playoffs.
Yeah. Like it's a good setup. Yeah, it's a good setup for Smoo. I like it. I mean, yeah, this is good stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something. Still Steele says that this is Lashley's best offensive line. So let's just put that in our pocket.
I see.
He's one of the great analysts we have. All right.
I bought Phil Steele's magazine. Half of it is talking about how right he is, and then like marketing his other content. It's such junk.
Listen, first of all, he's gotta toot his own horn. If he doesn't, no one else will. That's the problem with this country, is everyone's self-promoting. Anyway, all right. Actually, let's go to another good coach. We'll go to Louisville because they'll be next in the odds with Coach Brom in his 4th season here. We should expect them to be good, right?
Yeah.
Now,
they will probably be good.
Now, my question is I don't know how well rated any of the players Jeff Brom has on his offensive line or as his quarterback. So, I don't know. I don't know who Lincoln Keelholz is. Who is that?
He was the backup at Ohio State.
Don't love it.
Yeah. So apparently he's super athletic. So, but the question is so week 3, I'm just talking about in conference play. Week 3, SMU comes home to Louisville. Like, is he going to be ready to play then? Probably not.
It's not ideal because he didn't really get any reps last year. So it's this is not ideal.
Yeah, they're playing Ole Miss week 1, they're like a 6.5-point underdog. That doesn't feel right. Now but I am donkey brained to be thinking about taking an SEC team in non-conference play because they just don't do well. But essentially a rookie quarterback, inexperienced quarterback on the road, a team that's had a whole offseason to stew. Arguably like the preseason Heisman favorite quarterback. I don't know.
It's not. It's a bad setup. No,
Yeah, it's a bad setup. You cannot bet against like a seasoned coach who does really well as an underdog versus like a first-time starting head coach.
There's that also.
You can't do it, but I'm tempted. Let me tell you what.
No, there is that aspect of it. You'll feel bad about yourself watching the game be nip and tuck the whole way through.
Yeah. You can't bet on SEC teams in non-conference play.
All right then. It sounds like though that we're not really gonna fuck with Louisville.
So they also have, according to my numbers, they have the second easiest schedule after SMU. They have the third easiest schedule. They have a pretty easy path. The SMU game is a challenge, but yeah, the best team that they play within conference is... Okay, here are the rest of their conference opponents. Georgia Tech, Florida State, Pitt, Stanford, NC State, North Carolina, Syracuse. Every single one of those games is winnable. Right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But so that's sort of the problem here is there's a reason why they're 8-1 and Clemson is 14-1. The path is really easy. It's just, can an inexperienced quarterback can he ride the Tiger to the conference championship game?
Which, understandably is an open question. And one I lean against. I'm with you. I think it's a bad setup for the Cardinals. But Coach Bromke's building. He's a good coach. I believe in him, generally speaking.
Yeah. Exactly.
And also there's going to be a defensive drop-off. We should note, Louisville and SMU are like leagues behind on defense compared to the U,
Sure.
Because we could have mentioned that, but anyway. Okay, good. All right. So now we get a real cliff in the odds now, because we get everyone from here on out is basically some variant of a long shot. Like Clemson, UVA, Pitt, NC State are kind of in the same trench, and then we're going to jump down again from there. So of those teams, Clemson, Pitt, UVA, who do you like?
Definitely not UVA.
UVA's out. All right.
They won a lot of one-score games last year. They had a super experienced team. They lose everybody. So this is just that's not a program where you expect for them to go from 11 wins one season to 10 wins the next.
Certainly not.
Yeah, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they missed a bowl. Clemson was was a preseason darling last year. A lot of players coming back.
And they're
all gone.
Klubnik's backup.
Yeah, who was not good in the Pinstripe Bowl at all.
That's right, he was not.
That game was gross.
I mean, was that a weather game? I don't remember.
No, I don't think so.
It was just a bit chilly.
Maybe it was.
It was just a bit chilly. That's all.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No, he sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah. That sucked. Dabo is bringing back Chad Morris as the offensive coordinator too. It's just yeah.
Okay, not ideal.
Not ideal. talk about
14 to 1,
schedule.
though. Like, we said it. Clemson was going into ruin, so we can't change
Yeah.
our mind now. This is
Yeah.
what it looks like. People
Yeah.
are saying it's a value trap. 14 to 1 is not going to happen. Vizina ain't going to lead them. All right.
No. There's elements of their schedule within conference that are relatively soft, but they have to play Miami at home. I guess you could say home to Virginia Tech will be challenging. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost at Cal.
Nor would I.
Yeah.
Any of those West Coast teams can lose on the late kickoff. Honestly, they could lose to Sagapole at 3 p.m. I don't give a fuck. Like, kick or play.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
that
We
kid
we
went on
like
Clemson.
Yeah, we
Okay.
love Sangapole. We love Sangapole.
The scouts get on him for his decision making, but I'm like, that's just what Moxie looks like.
He also doesn't have any dudes. There's like no that he in the spring. Or not in the spring, but earlier in 2025, he was on Oregon, and then he transferred because he didn't get any playing time.
That's right. That was actually probably Dan Lanning's worst moment, was losing this fucking kid. Yeah. All right, well, we'll get to Cal in a moment, because we got to talk about Pitt real fast. I got to assume you at least consider Pitt at 17 to 1. The Pitt Panthers got a lot of production coming back. They got a strong line of scrimmage. Narduzzi's been in the is he the longest tenured coach in the conference? I think no, Dabo, obviously Dabo. But except for Dabo, right?
Maybe Dorn?
You're right, Dave Dorn. Yeah. He's the third. You're right. Yeah. Anyway, Narduzzi's got a good program going. Like, is 17 to 1 really fair?
The problem is at Louisville, at Miami, Florida State, Georgia Tech. Those are difficult home games. At Virginia Tech, at California. That's all. Those are difficult. Like I'd rather just bet Pittsburgh in games where they're a dog.
That's fair. It's probably okay. Yeah, you probably could. You probably could get some pretty good money lines working, so maybe it's worth more than just holding your money at 17 to 1.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I think though people are sleeping on the Panthers. Like this whole setup is good for them. They have a tough schedule, but they've also won at all these stadiums before.
Yeah.
Like, in point of fact, the last time they went to Florida State, they won.
Yeah, and like Heinschel is a pretty solid QB.
He fit the system, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to be on Pittsburgh a bunch this year, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you don't really trust Narduzzi. I mean, he's been the most tenured coach in the conference. He's made the conference championship one time,
But I mean, that's with the Pitt Panthers. Like, that's
Sure.
good. That's good. Like, I mean, all right. I guess, fine. We don't gotta give up the 17 to 1. I was thinking you might be on it, but whatever. We'll leave it alone. And we'll probably be in the Pitt Panthers business. Real quick on NC State. NC State also bringing back their quarterback, C.J. Bailey, under center. He was pretty good last year. I mean, or rather, I feel like he beat up on teams he was supposed to beat up on. But at any rate, he was pretty good last year. And coming back, we got to reckon he'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, they lose their running back Smothers to Texas, and their tight end is in the NFL. So that's a little bit problematic, but but Bailey's awesome. I already bet them versus Virginia in week 1. They also have a very, very easy schedule. I would say at Florida State is their most difficult home game, or road game, excuse me. Yeah, so as I said, they go at Virginia, at Florida State, home Cal, which you love, home Duke, home Louisville, home Wake Forest. And then the road games, North Carolina, Stanford, Syracuse. Stanford, obviously, it's a long flight, but that's a pretty easy schedule. There's no Miami, no Clemson, no SMU, no Pitt Panthers that we just mentioned. So the most the team with the best odds here is Louisville on this schedule here. So
I got to tell you, Ben. I got to tell you, it really fucking sounds like we should take the 22-1.
yeah, I like NC State a lot, to be honest with you.
Let's fucking get it. The simplest handicaps are the best. Ah woo!
Yeah, they have such an easy path.
Oh,
And they,
hell
yeah, they probably have the third best quarterback in the conference.
So, all right, you're trying to go Mensa, Jennings, and then CJ. I mean,
It could be Heinschel, could be third. But so let's say they're tied for third.
well,
Doring is a solid coach.
We ain't got no transfers in this conference. I guess not. All right, fair enough.
Some. I mean, so, okay, Virginia Tech has got Grunkemeyer. Georgia Tech has Mendoza,
But not
younger
the good
brother.
one. Not the good one.
Yeah.
Not the good
Florida State has Ashton Daniels from Auburn.
one. Yes.
From Stanford via,
Okay.
by the way of Auburn. Duke, I have no idea who Duke's quarterback is. Wake Forest has Gio Lopez, who is already in the conference. North Carolina, I don't know who North Carolina's quarterback is, nor Stanford's, nor Boston College's.
Fair, and we're not liable to rate any of those lads. So fair enough. You're right. Yeah, I think that's very fair. Well, he'd be fourth best if we counted C.J. Carr, but as we established, we're not doing Notre Dame
Yes.
this week. Okay, then.
Yeah.
No, all right, the Wolfpack, 22-1.
Wait, hold up.
Yes.
What's their win total?
Oh, win total.
Let's look at this.
Yeah, win total on the Wolfpack, 7.5. I'm seeing, but I don't know where the juice is on that.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at this. That might be a better bet. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, over 7.5 plus 120, 8 wins. Okay, so let's look at their. We just talked about their conference slate. Here's who they're playing out of conference: Richmond, Vanderbilt, who we talked
know
about
they're
in our.
down.
We know they're down, and then Appalachian State at home, who's been in a rough
Sad.
spot.
Yeah, they got to win all three of those. Fuck that.
Yeah, if let's go over. Yeah, let's do the plus 120 over 7.5.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, I think that's better than to win the conference. I don't mind the win the conference bet, but
Well, you're right. We would end up hedging the bet at the end. We wouldn't just let the ticket ride.
yeah,
With
they don't play Notre Dame. With a relatively weak non-conference, it's probably better to take the plus 7.5.
Dave Duran, hell of a coach. We always
Hell of a
respected
coach.
him. Always fucking respected him. Hell yes. All right, let's do it. Sweet. Now we get to another little cliff in the odds, because now we're looking at James Franklin's Virginia Tech 28-1. We got Georgia Tech 35-1. Cal 35-1, and I guess. Oh, and Florida State 35-1. They didn't fire Norvell, did they?
No, they're broke.
I think they couldn't afford to fire. Love it, because that thing doesn't seem to that kind of sputtered out. Like I always rated Norvell. I rated him and his brother. But it sputtered out there, and they're bringing him back. I agree with you. I don't know who the quarterback is. I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
it's Ashton.
Yeah, I don't know who Ashton Daniels is.
Ashton Daniels.
I don't know who Ashton Daniels is.
He was okay. He was okay at Stanford. He was the quarterback. Do you remember that game where they came back and beat Colorado
Oh shit, yeah.
2 years
That
ago?
was
Yeah,
him?
that was him. Yeah.
Oh, that was him. Yo,
Yeah.
he could play.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, Norvell, 35-1. I mean, but the team has been degraded. Like, the recruiting has been degraded. Is the
Yeah, no
problem,
one.
right?
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's gonna get fired.
Yeah, because he's lost all of his linemen, so it's just an all transfer line. It's like, and not good transfers.
No,
Like,
no.
it's not. Oh,
No.
Norvell. Yeah, this is fucked. This is the fucked situation for
Yeah,
them.
it's fucked.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Georgia
here?
Tech.
I assume-
Georgia
yeah,
Tech.
go on.
You know, they lose. Like Haynes
lose
King
Haynes
was
King.
fantastic, and their offensive coordinator.
That's no good.
That's no good.
I mean, well, Coach Key stays in seat 2, right? He's back, but everything underneath him is gone.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Exactly. Virginia Tech, I don't love to win the conference just because, you know, they have to play Clemson, Miami, some teams that I think are going to be, you know, they have to play Clemson, Miami, SMU, and then teams that we mentioned in the middle of the pack that we like, Cal, NC State, Pittsburgh. You know, so that's but I'm going to be high on tryptophan in a couple times in this season. You know,
First of all,
I'm sure.
Is a Hokie actually a turkey?
I don't know if a
I thought
Hokie is a turkey.
Was a man who was a fighter, or maybe he's a hunter of turkeys.
Okay, hold on. What
I
is
understand I understand that the mascot does appear to be a turkey. I've got that part down. But I mean, maybe we are going to be full of tryptophan. Maybe that's there. Like, I'm not going to argue with that.
It's just a made up. It's made up.
Utterly made up. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But the name of the mascot is the Hokie Bird.
Oh no, he's visibly a turkey. We can't question that.
I understand, but he's also the Hokie Bird. Yeah, so it says the term Hokie originated in 1896 when Virginia Agricultural and Mechanical College, now Virginia Tech, changed its name and held a contest to create a new school cheer. Senior O.M. Stull invented the Old Hokie cheer, and the word Hokie was a made-up attention-grabbing term with no prior meaning.
Fucking brilliant. That's what time it is. That's what time it is. Okay. I mean, I expect James Franklin to build a bully of a sort here.
Yeah.
I think that he definitely has demonstrated an ability to do that.
He's a great coach.
He is a hell of an administrator and recruiter.
Well, that's a lot of the job. He's not an X's and O's guy.
He sure as shit ain't. Nor is he a particularly good in-game decision maker.
No.
Right? So it's one of those things. It's like, there's a lot of aspects to coaching, but yes, he has definitely maxed out the ability to get a pipeline of payments working.
Yeah, and he's a good motivator.
I suppose he is.
You know, probably if I had to take a guess, I would say Penn State is, I don't know, what, we think it's in the top 10 of programs that develop guys into the NFL?
I mean, it definitely has to be.
Yeah.
Definitely has to be. And that's true on both sides of the ball. Not quarterback. Though. But
Hackenberg. Wasn't Hackenberg on the Jets?
and how did he perform when they let him call the plays, right? No. But they do well with the running backs. They do well with the tight ends, and they do well with the linebackers, and the line of scrimmage, of course. Like, so
Yeah. He's a good coach. So I think like Virginia Tech, at SMU, Virginia Tech, at Clemson, at Miami. These are times I'm going to be looking to Virginia Tech with him Franklin as a big dog.
It's going to work. I agree.
This is not the year. This is not the year with this schedule. It's just far too difficult.
That makes sense. The win total's tough. Win total's 6.5. Win total's tough. I think Coach Franklin did a hell of a job if they go bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else
Cal.
in this ranch? Yes, California. We love Sagapolatelli, but they seem to have brought in a whole new coaching staff and a whole new thing around him.
Yeah.
I assume, though, Sagapolatelli agreed to hire this Hawaiian man as the head coach.
Is he Hawaiian? He's white.
Tosh Lupoi is a white man.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, he's probably a white Hawaiian like Brian Schatz. Anyway. I
Wait.
assume
What is
Greg
his? Wait, hold
Polisari
on.
agreed to this because there's no way because staying at this program meant that he effectively took a pay cut. People offered him a raise. He said, no, I like it in Berkeley. I'm sure this program did not just bring in a dude he thinks is a douchebag. Like, you know.
Okay, yeah. So he is white presenting, but stupid Bing and Copilot did not give me good enough information here. So Tosh Lupoi was born in 1981 in Walnut Creek, California, and grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in a Mormon household. So could be
Sounds Hawaiian.
his grandfather Tony Lupoi was a self-made businessman who owned a prominent local grocery store and a wholesale business in the Lupoi Market in Walnut Creek. Blah 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 blah. His father played football at Brigham Young. Ultimately, it says, while these details provide insight into his family and upbringing, none of these sources explicitly mention his ethnic or ancestral background.
He is the descendant of those who bent the knee. He's a Mormon Hawaiian, but JKS likes him. So that'll work. I think or at least maybe it won't work, but it's not doomed, is my point.
He looks very white.
Fair enough.
He is very
Listen,
white.
Mike McDaniel looks very white. Mike McDaniel is a black man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's true. Yes. He's a mulatto.
Yes, he is a black man. He is as black as Wesley Snipes. I don't know what to tell you. Now.
Yeah, you know what? So yes, this is Copilot's output. You know which AI model would give us this man's race? Grok.
Oh, no. That's the one thing Elon did with the racist AI is that he made a thing that would at least tell you the truth and not be woke. Like, it would just tell you what the facts are. So, like, yeah, for real. And if you ask Grok, is so-and-so a Jewish person, you're going to get an answer.
So here's the challenge with Cal, okay?
The defense is dog shit? Yes, the defense looks like it's going to be dog shit.
Defense is dog shit, but the middle of this schedule is at SMU, then at NC State, bye week, at Virginia, home to Stanford.
Home for the big game. God damn it.
That's
that is
brutal.
An awful stretch.
Yeah.
For a first-year coach, too.
Yes. Week 2, they have to go to Syracuse. But luckily, they play Wagner at home afterwards.
Well, I mean, at Q's is one thing if it's noon Eastern, and it's another thing if it's
3:30 p.m. 3:30 p.m.
All right. So
that's fine.
A bit early, but it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna be on Cal versus Clemson at home.
I think so.
Yeah.
And also, we're gonna say we got the better quarterback getting points. So why the fuck wouldn't we?
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Otherwise,
but 35 to 1 is not. No, it's not enough.
Because they have a bad team around the quarterback.
They have a bad team. They have a bad team.
It's actually a bad team
with
an unproven coach. So yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then we touched on Norvell. Did we touch on the Jackets?
Yes, we did. Now we're on Duke, who lost to everyone.
Now we've got that's right. We got another jump down. The Dukies 60-1. The Demon Deacons 74-1 rather, and then let's just do the Deeks and Duke. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah. So the Demon Deacons they've lost a lot of transfers and a couple guys to the NFL on the defensive side of the ball, which is just not a thing that you see. And this was a team I bet over their win total, which was 4.5. So. I think no one expected them to be a 9-win team last year. I think that they're gonna come back. Dickert is a great coach. He's an up and coming coach. He stepped in when Rolovich got fired at Washington State. He was solid at Washington State. His first year at Wake Forest was a great year. So this is just probably a year where they regress a little bit.
I couldn't agree with you more. We got to respect Coach Dickert. He has definitely stepped up over the years. And okay, so I don't want to sell him short. We might be in there. We might look at them week to week.
Yeah, like at Georgia Tech. That might be a spot, which would be interesting.
Yeah. And then what do you think? Otherwise, what do you think about Walter Egan? Isn't that the name of Norm Macdonald's sidekick?
Oh, it is Egan. Crap, what's his name?
It wasn't Walker. I could have thought it was it Walter though? It was close, wasn't it?
Shit. Egan.
Yeah. Oh, we miss you, Norm.
Adam Egan.
Adam
Egan.
My bad.
Adam Egan.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, anyway, rest in peace, Norm. You're the greatest.
That's season 1 of the Norm Macdonald Show, which is no longer on YouTube.
Because it was too dangerous.
Oh, it got me laughing so hard.
It was too dangerous.
So good.
Just the one episode with Funkhauser, where they tried to make Funkhauser say the N-word. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. Funkhauser was scandalized. He was like, "What the fuck? I'm not gonna say that. What the fuck is wrong with you?" God damn it. Oh shit. All right. We got some long shots left. Bill Bastard comes back 150-1. Syracuse 180-1. Stanford 400-1. BC 500-1. Let's just talk about Bill Bastard for a second, because he's still married to that woman, and he's still.
I think he's dating. Son. I don't think he's married.
Oh,
he's
right.
dating.
Still engaged. Yeah, still engaged to that woman. He gave her a ring. Still engaged to that woman. There was a huge Instagram thing about it. Still engaged to that woman. Still got his son as the coordinator.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Screwed.
But it can't be as bad as last year. Last year was diarrhea. It can't be as bad. He
did bring
is
in Bobby Petrino to call the offense.
Yeah, he is one of the greatest football coaches of all time, bar none. Right?
Can't be doubted. If he were to apply himself to the job, we think it would be better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just got a little distracted by pussy. And we haven't we all. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make a bowl this year, but yeah, I mean this is.
Sir, if you would not be, their win total was 4.5, so we should be on the over if you think they're going to go bowl.
Okay, well, they're only a 6.5 point underdog in Ireland versus TCU. Okay. East Tennessee State, forget about it. At Connecticut, that actually might be a little tricky. Duke, Syracuse, Virginia. Yeah, there's a lot of toss up. Yeah. Okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was a better team. It can't get worse.
What's the juice on the over 4.5? Is that one of things? Is it like minus 180 or whatever? Because it sounds like you're saying we should take the over 4.5. Honestly.
Well, I don't like Bill.
Well, but he is one of the greatest of all time. I don't know who their quarterback is. I don't know who Billy Edwards is.
Oh, he was at Maryland, and then he went to Wisconsin and got hurt the 7th play of the season.
So he was backing up to his brother. Then he got hurt.
No, he played for a season.
He
played for a season yes.
Okay.
He was okay. Yeah.
Okay, so he might not be useless.
Yeah, over 4.5 is minus 130.
I don't know, dude. Because you're like, I'm not surprised if Bill Bastard goes bowling. Also, by the way, if he goes bowling, they're obviously going to win the bowl game. Because he's clearly going to lock in and, like, train them kids up. Like, obviously.
I can't bet on Belichick. It's against my rules.
Oh, my God. Whatever.
I
Okay,
can't.
fine.
I can't.
Syracuse, bringing back Steve Angeli.
Who got hurt last year?
Who, you know, he's got heart.
He's got heart.
He's not good.
He got hurt. He got hurt. So that team's gonna be better. Like Syracuse 2 years ago was a 10-win team. Okay, they're not total dog shit.
That was the team that had the Ohio State quarterback.
Sure.
Just to be clear, yeah.
Sure, but they had that guy with the beard for like 3 seasons as QB that couldn't pass the ball, and they were winning all those goddamn games. Remember that Mountain Man?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Like they no, I mean, because the Qs have a way. They pull games out in the carrier double.
Yeah.
They pull
Yeah,
games
exactly.
out, motherfuckers. Like.
So Stanford situation's not great.
Okay, well, let's just talk about who the fuck is Tavita Pritchard. So they brought in a new coach. Who is this guy? Do you know anything about this guy?
How do you spell his name?
Tavita. Tavita Pritchard is the new Stanford coach. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Did he at least go to Stanford? Like, please be an alum at least, if you're going to be totally random.
Tavita Pritchard. He did play football at Stanford.
Thank you. All right, at least he's an alum. Fine.
He was a quarterback in 2007 when they beat the
Harbaugh
Trojans.
was the coach. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're
He was replaced as the starting quarterback by
Fucking
Andrew Luck in
Fucking
2009.
Luck.
Yeah.
That's right. There we go. Okay. All right. I like this coach better now. I still don't know who the quarterback is, but I like this coach better now.
He was the Commanders' QB coach last year.
If he brings the Jalen Daniels fucking
Pizzazz?
no, not possess, fucking max speed VR, not max speed, 1.5 speed VR training, because that's what fucking Jaden Daniels does. He does VR training where the defense gets sped up, and like that's the basis of all of his mechanics and all of his like footwork and shit. And I always thought that was super innovative and smart. And if you bring that to Cal, well, I guess the Stanford quarterback gonna get sacked all the time, but it'll still be good training.
Yeah, so they can't be any worse.
No, I don't know who the fuck Davis Warren is. So
he was the quarterback at Michigan 2 years ago who was bad.
He lost the job to Orgy.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. That dude can't pass. How'd you lose the job to a dude who can't pass?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, he's not good. Yeah. And BC. BC is I love BC.
It is Bill O'Brien's like third year. We're supposed to like that in a coach.
They got terribly injured last year. Everyone in their secondary was hurt. This is like, they just can't, they won't be as hurt this year. They have a lot of FCS and like D3 transfers, which you don't love. But we know Bill O'Brien's a decent coach.
He understands the fundamentals of football.
Yeah.
I do not like a quarterback who's coming up from D2.
No, that's not great.
Like, you know what I mean? Because we've got a pretty good infrastructure for identifying quarterbacks in this country. So, like, if we didn't identify you by the time you were 20, I've got a problem with you. You know?
Yeah, well, they're doing the, crap, I already said his name on this pod, but what's his face from Ole Miss?
What do you mean? Not Chambliss.
Yeah, they're doing the Chambliss.
Oh, that's going to be the Chambliss offense. Stop it. He's not.
No, not the Chambliss offense, but Chambliss was a quarterback at like Ferris State. Everyone's hoping that they got a Chambliss.
No. Chambliss is like a second chance you kid. He was in the ESPN 300, but then he got like what, pinched for weed or some shit.
I don't know.
It was some shit that set him back. It was some dumb shit. It was not. No, it was. We knew Chambliss had physical gifts. I don't know if we know that about this guy.
I'm just saying everyone's trying to find their Chambliss. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I would think they would do the archetype in like, fallen prospects rather than trying to like lift up someone who's a known bum. But anyway, okay. Did we skip any teams?
No. But listen, Cam Ward was at Incarnate Word before he went to Washington State, before he went to Miami, okay? Before he got picked first overall. Anything can happen.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. We did not. I mean, I don't know the particulars, but you're right. Cam Ward is a guy who would have seemed to fall into the cracks. I'll give you that. Yeah, it's not a perfect system. Fine, it's not perfect. But if this motherfucker, Davis Warren or whatever, starts cooking, I'll be good and damned.
I was actually thinking exactly this earlier today, because when we did our Maction pod, we're like, oh, if this guy was a backup here and a backup there and got his first starting opportunity at Akron, how good can he be? I think like this is the only situation where I think the free market actually works.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, it's definitely more meritocratic than like a real life capitalism, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's something to
like
it.
if he was good, people would want him,
Like, yeah, like there's a lot of people who, because they break all the rules for good guys. So if like if you're good, they get you. Like no one wants you. You can't play. Like, okay, so who are our bets here today? It looks like we got the Wolfpack over 7.5.
Yeah, Smooth to win the conference.
And Smooth 7-1 to win the ACC. I like those best bets. I think that's all right by us.
Maybe a little parlay.
Fuck yeah. All right, my man.
Okay.
Let me